Hello and welcome to Locator Gaming. I'm Zach, and many months in the making, I'm going back to playing Aeon's Trespass Odyssey. I really do like this game. There was just so much stuff. There was a lot of time I didn't post anything on the channel, and I've been back through the rules, and I think I've got an okay grasp on it, enough to play again. So, disclaimer, I will probably miss some stuff in the rules, but I've said it several times on the channel. As long as I get most of the rules right and I'm having fun, I'm okay with missing a rule here or there. No one's going to play any game, especially a game of this size, perfectly. So I did go through and try to do a recap of what has happened. So King Minos was missing. We have one of his daughters traveling with us, the Minoan guide. One of the stories that we ran across, we took a priest out of the labyrinth on board, and that didn't go well. She didn't make it. Then we started being chased by our adversary, the pursuer, who is right over here. So 1, 2, 3 tiles away from us. Then we had a temple spawn on the board back over here, and I think that's connected to the current Doom card. We got ambushed by the Labyrinthoros, and then we actually did fight the normal one during the timeline. We had an R&R adventure where we performed a play on the ship. Then we got the nymph. We got an engine nymph that can help us go another space at some kind of cost. She's one of these technology cards. So, well, that is not in focus. Engine nymph, summon. When you're about to move the Argo, we can spend the charge to summon her. If the tile you ignored was unexplored, place the engine nymph token on it. Next time you enter that tile, discard that token and treat the tile as you had just revealed it. So we can move 2 tiles, which might be helpful to try to get away from the adversary at some point, if we need to. Then what happened? During our search for the king, we heard about a city of the bull, which ended up being down here. It started up, the token started up here or something, because we didn't have an unoccupied city on the board. Then we revealed this one here, and that became the city of the bull. We got some bad rolls and failed to sneak past the guards there, so we had to smash our way through. Then we saw the labyrinth like coming up from the ground or something like that, and the big Tenemos, the big pyramid triangle looking thing spawned, and then we had to fight him. We got cremated the first time, so I used a Sisyphus here to fight him again, and we did much better. Then we were told the king boarded a ship, and we're to look for him. We were to look for that ship by a river. Then we got card 2A, so we'll go over those cards. So it's some stuff we need to do. The last actual day didn't finish, because we had the fights and stuff. We still have to do Inward Odyssey number 4, because we got an Argo Knowledge that gave us our 4th Argo Knowledge. So we could review this just as a recap. We have 6 Dreamwalkers. Our hull's at 3, our crew is at 6. And we've done those fights. We've got a bunch of resources. I'm not going to craft anything right now. Let's look at the diplomacy, because we do have a timeline battle coming up, which we'll look at in a second. So Minoans is neutral, and we're unfriendly with both Labyrinthians, sorry, and the Hornsworn. I swear I checked that camera and it was not autofocusing right before I started. So here's where we are on the timeline. We're still on day 12. We have to do Inward Odyssey 4, and I did add the giant shell to the next timeline, which is the next day. So this video will probably, if there's not a lot of reading and stuff, will probably be the adventure phase and the fight, but we'll see how long it goes with the adventure phase, because we've only got 1 day to do. So I want to get through that timeline fight, I think, before I craft stuff, because if you'll see the next day, there's also a structural and a battle technology on day 14. So I might be able to get something that can help me craft better weapons. Something that I do have now that I did not have last time, thanks to Barrett's suggestion, is I have the fancy but functional insert. So I have stuff, it's a lot more organized now. And I think it's taking up less room on the board. I mean, even got like the token trays and stuff instead of the tokens just sitting around on the table. So there's that. I don't think we need to go over the characters right now. I have them set ready for battle, just so that I can hopefully get to that quicker after we do the stuff we need to do here. Inward Odyssey has 1 progress on it, but again, we need to do number 4. It's called The Distant Thunder. Our Doom has 5, and we could switch it to, they have a 5 on the back, but I don't think it's that necessary because we've got a bunch of these tokens, so I'm not counting this as like 17, even though 3 of those were flipped to their 5 side. So this one was when the temple came out. So we have the Labyrinthinian temple marker over here. That counts as a doom symbol, and we cannot use negotiation things there. And that's when we had to shuffle the Hecatrap card in. And 6 doom on here will take us to the next card, because, well, I'm sure it's going to take us to the next card, because that's side 1B of the first card. It says we got to read 004, so we'll do that when we get our 6th doom. And, oops. This is the one. It seems King Minos may have found himself some new friends in this symmetry you've been hearing about, but to choose a foreign power over his own daughters, strange and ominous. Either something is rotten at the core of the Minoan dynasty, or Minos was taken prisoner, and the symmetry are using old animosities to stir the already boiling pot that is Crete. Either way, this symmetry is involved, and your mission remains the same. You concentrate your efforts on finding the foreign ship, the Marathonian. Okay, so we could have done a Divine Surge, which didn't really do anything for us because we haven't used our nymph at all. We only have that 1 nymph. And we have to take these 4 clue cards, shuffle them, and when we put our 2nd progress on this card, then we will draw one of these. And then there's more instructions for after that happens. So we got to get to 2 on there, and then we're going to shuffle these again when it's time to draw one of those. And when we read the other instructions. Okay, so I think to finish up whatever it was, day 11, no, day 12, we got to do Inward Odyssey number 4. And the Inward Odyssey stuff starts on page 92. We did have Argonologist 4. A distant thunder. With the Argo at anchor in a sheltered bay, resupplying freshwater reserves, you decide to visit a nearby village nestled snugly at the base of an impressively steep mountain. Maybe you'll find some clues pertaining to your mission, and if not, if this settlement has been spared the brunt of the Hecaton and the current crisis, maybe, just maybe, you'll find a moment of reprieve. The village is small, barely a dozen houses among huge moss-covered blocks, and at first it looks abandoned. As you meander among the megalithic stones, you find carvings, weathered but still readable. So there's one of these glyph things. I don't know if I can get close enough that you can see it here. Kinda. There's one of these glyph things. I have written down, we know what a 9 is. None of those are a 9. And we have a card that we know what a 1 is. I don't know what any of the rest of those are. So I'm not even going to chance trying to look at the paragraph getting it wrong, because I'm pretty sure the technology thing says that if you get it wrong, you get an Argo fate. And I'd be guessing. We know the last one. Okay, the last one is a 1, but the rest of them would be guessing. So we only know 2 of those numbers. Not in this thing, but 2 out of the 10 possible digits. This place once belonging to the Centameans, you realize the long-lost race of many-handed giants. As you marvel at the stonework that has withstood the test of time and the Hecaton, you notice a goat, a majestic specimen standing tall on one of the largest stone blocks, its head raised high toward the mountain. Descendant of Almothea, the great goat mother, says an older woman, a shepherd by the looks of it, as she emerges from a house tucked neatly between 2 stone blocks. Is she now, you ask, amused. Distant descendant, the woman smiles. You know the tale? Of the goat that nurtured infant Zeus and hid him from his father? Who doesn't? Ah, but do you know what happened after that, when Zeus returned? You give her a puzzled look. It's not a tale you would have heard before the Hecaton. The priest forbade it, the woman explains, inviting you to follow her toward the far edge of the village. But here in this village, we know it. It has been passed down among us since time immemorial. And the story flows through her. The great goat sacrificed much to hide the baby Zeus from his tyrannical father, even more to raise Zeus so he could overthrow him. But Zeus was his father's son, and his strength was as fragile as his ego. Once he took Olympus, he began to fear the goat mother and those who had helped her raise him. For would they bow to him now, those who saw him defenseless? Would they respect his rule or question it? So he descended from his throne and returned to the Dectonian Antron. He slaughtered the goat mother and made a cloak of her skin and poisoned her milk. He collapsed the cave, and he slaughtered all who helped her and all who lived in a day's journey from the mountain, so there would be no one to witness his cruelty. But someone witnessed it, concludes the woman, stopping just outside the village. Seeing your disbelief, she adds, it's all true. The giant men saw it. Go to the mountain. There was once a dangerous passage into the cave, but now the quakes have revealed it completely. Though still skeptical, you climb the mountain. The cave is there, its mouth wide open thanks to a maze fault running right through it. Inside the cave is spacious and oddly symmetrical. It is not of the labyrinth, but another work of the Centameans. The walls are charred and clumps of fulgurate are everywhere. Fulgurate forms when the ground itself is fried by lightning. One of the walls is covered in Centameans glyphs and rare Centameans paintings. They show a giant goat, charred, and a man wreathed in lightning. There are other, smaller, infinitely cruder paintings here, made long after the original work was put to stone. There is script, too, right at the end, first in a strange linear language you do not recognize, then in a more familiar but still archaic form of Minoan. Zeus murdered the goat mother, it reads. A story told and retold over countless centuries, yet virtually unchanged for all this time. Love repaid with hate, nurture repaid with destruction. Controlled rage fills you. It's as if you just entered the Balanion. Balanion? I don't know. You see, no, feel the events. You can almost taste the ozone in the air, see the brilliant flash of lightning, hear the screams of all those electrocuted in the name of Zeus. The awakened emotions pass through you like a thunderstorm. Now, again, you're at peace, and for once you are thankful for the Hecaton. You bow your heads in silent recognition of Zeus's victims and depart for the Argo, taking some fulgurate samples for further study. A random Argonaut gains 1 rage. So all of our Triskelion dials are at 0 at the moment. So we'll just have to set one for someone. So we'll go back out. 1, 2 is Circigard, 3, 4 is Telebacus. Over here on the side, I've got Penelope, 5, 6. Otis, 0, 7, 8. We will re-roll 9s and 10s. It's a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Penelope's going to get a rage. All right, so Penelope's going to get a Triskelion dial with 1 rage. Gain the Spark of the Dead Gods Technology card, Secret Deck 1, card 3, and the Zeus God Form Awakening card, Secret Deck 3, card 24. All right. Here is our secrets insert holder. Spark of the Dead Gods is Secret Deck 1, which I think is the big cards. Secret Deck 1, card 3. Yes, Spark of the Dead Gods. And then the Zeus Godform Awakening card, Secret Deck 3, card 24. That's deck 7. Deck 2. Deck 5 is... Oh, so there could be more in here. Secret Deck 1. Secret Deck 3. That's the back of it. Secret Deck 3. Zeus, card 24. Okay, I threw in a cut there real quick to fix the autofocus on that camera. So here is the... what was it called on the other side? Spark of the Dead God had a requirement of 4+. The writing is too small for me to read on that screen. The gods may be dead, but they left plenty of evidence of their existence and passing. Forlorn Nios. In this temple to the fleeting memory of tyrannous idols, fates are shaped and powers seized. So this text is fine. The non-italicized text is fine. Permanent. From now on, you can awaken. See rulebook. When you gain a god form, noted on the Argo sheet in the god forms section. Bend fate. Lose 1 priest to lose 1 Argo fate. So I'm pretty sure that if I remember correctly, they'll be like an Obel card or something. Hang on, let's read Zeus's thing. So here's the god form of Zeus. Instant transmission. When you deal a wound, if your total power surpass the Aeon field by 3 or more, lose 1. Oh, I think that's like the, those are the power things you put on the god form. To ignore responses, resolve the rest of the attack sequence, then push back 5, vault and perform a bonus attack. Yeah, so there's like a whole thing. You use these guys instead of your Titan. But I'll have to double check it in the rules. Let me finish reading this paragraph here real quick. Add the Awakening Trauma card, Secret Deck 2, card 6, to the Grave Trauma deck. Secret Deck 2, card 6. Card 6 has to get added. Swap the You Died Obel card with the You Died Awakening Chance Obel card, Secret Deck card 7. You can now awaken in battle. See Awakening Rules, page 59 of the rulebook for more detail. Okay, I'm going to read that like off camera probably when I'm switching out the board to the battle. Just to be more familiar with it, and I will put those in sleeves and add them to the right decks when I do that also. All right, so that basically opened up Awakenings for us. Okay, so now let's get to the next day. And I'm supposed to be finding a riverhead, but I need 2 progress, and I'm sick and tired of sticking to the coast. It has not been very productive. We've gotten quite a bit of doom on the coast, and I want to see what's out. I was watching Barrett's playthrough, and he went like up this way and found some other islands and all kinds of cool stuff up there. So I'm like, you know what? I want to get away from the stupid coast. So we're going to go this way. And hopefully I have enough room. I can always push everything that way if I'm going to go a couple of tiles out. So I do have this this other cool campaign round summary sheet. Was this on BGG or did this come? I think this might have come from the Discord. Someone posted it on the Discord. So we're going to move the Argo. And again, it's been a while, so I just want to make sure I'm doing this right. So we're going to go through this step by step. So we're looking for 65. and it will be controlled by the Minoans. Oh, another thing I was going to note, because the City of the Bull was put on here, it stopped me from doing the negotiation stuff with this symbol here. So I don't think it matters. Like, I don't know if this last city visited thing is supposed to come over here, but I didn't really do the negotiation stuff there, and I can't do the negotiation stuff with the City of the Bull stuff on there, or the City of the Bull marker on there. So I don't think it matters that the token, maybe it's still supposed to be blocking the one over there where the temple is, that you can't even see where I put it, but over here, which this temple acts as another doom symbol, so this tile is 2 doom symbols. There's no way I'm ever going back there. It's just not going to happen. All right, so 65. I'm really thinking about getting the tiles, even though they're like not really needed. The deluxe tiles in the Kickstarter for the second printing of this is going on right now, and I need to get a second and third job, I think, to be able to pay for all this Kickstarter stuff. Okay. So we got a Titan symbol, and I'm really looking for secret numbers because I missed that other chance to get secret number. What I really want is some adventures. I want one of my Nemos cards to like advance, but no adventures. Okay. So we put that there. We move the Argo over there. Timeline step. We have to check off that we are on day 13. And again, there is a timeline battle on this day. Exploration step. Resolve the exploration symbols. There was no progress, there's no doom, but there was a Titan symbol. And I do have Titan hunting. How much Argo fate do we have? 2. And we get to go down 2 with a timeline. With a timeline battle. Do we have to win? I can't remember if we have to win. So I know we get 1 from Titan Stoa, but I'm just checking my other stuff. Yeah, so I think we're going to use Titan hunting. It's going to cost us a fate. Gain +1 when the Argo is on the map tile with a Titan symbol to test diplomacy 7+. So hopefully we can get 2 Titans out of this. Now this is a Minoan area, and my head is totally in the way, and so is my chair, but there you go. It's Minoan. And we're neutral, so it's +0 anyways. Well, let's roll and see what we get. It's a 4. I gotta take the Argo fate. So we're at 3 Argo fate. And I'm pretty sure I can re-roll that. Fate re-rolls. I want to try to look at, I have this, not keyword, condensed rules reference thing. Imp summonings, movement phase, exploration step. Does it have fate rerolls? I'm pretty sure I can do fate rerolls. Yeah, I should just look in the index for fate rerolls. Fate rerolls, page 8. Because it's not a power dice. Yeah, you can do it for tests, and this is a diplomacy test. Solo versus group tests, Argo tests. I mean, let me know if I'm wrong, but I mean, this is a test, and you can do it for tests. So someone's going to take fate. Who's going to take a fate? Well, I have Penelope's Triskelion right here, so she's just going to take the fate. We got a 9, so that was worth it. So we go from 6 to 8 Titans. I mean, losing to Doom is one thing, but running out of Titans is not something I want to do. Okay, so that was the exploration symbols. Resolve the exploration draw. Let's put our technology stuff away. Wait, was one of these? No, those were not exploration cards. Those were both trauma cards. Okay, so our first stack, monument resource. Second stack, geez, 2 monument resources, but we have an adversary symbol. So we move the adversary 1 closer, and we're going to get 3 monument resources. We're not friendly or denounced. And both, oh, this was stuck. That was stuck to that card. I'm still going to get the adversary thing. I'm actually going to go with the 2 cards that it should have been. Adversary still moves, so it's not like I'm getting a benefit from taking the card that was stuck that was actually on top. Oh, what was it? It was 2 armaments and 1 monument. I do need armaments though, so that's actually helpful. Wow, I've got 11 armaments, or I mean 11 monuments now. Okay, so that was our exploration draw. Then we already moved the adversary. He did not come on top of us, the acclamations. Expedition step. There was no adventure. Encounter step, resolve timeline battles. So yeah, and that's before advancement anyways. So we could actually craft, well, I might want to get a different battle gear card. So I need to clean this up. How long have we been going? It's going to be about 25 minutes so far. Let me clean this up, get the battle board out and set up. I'll do the battle and see how long that goes, and see if they're all going to be in one video. So I'll be right back. Okay, I think I'm set up and ready to go. And again, I'm just going to throw in a disclaimer that it's been a while, so I'm probably going to take it a little bit slow because I want to make sure that this is going as well as it can. But I almost guarantee I'm going to make rules mistakes. So if you see something that I forgot, please put it in the comments below. I mean, even in just the setup, I almost forgot my Argo abilities in the technologies because I had moved the technologies off to the side because like, hey, I don't need these right now during the fight. But then I was like, oh wait, there is another thing to set up. So I think let's talk a little bit about the board because we have Giant Shell. We have not seen this before. It's just the terrain that got added to the timeline battle from an adventure. The first adventure that we had done from after the last timeline battle. So this is new. Obstacle obscuring indestructible, and as my like attack action thing, I can do that treasure thing. Once per battle, when adjacent, search the giant shell, roll a d10. On a super bad roll of a 1, I would get 3 additional danger. But there's could be some sweet resources in there, including a free siren shield. So hey, I won't argue with that. We've got the cities here and then 16 columns out there. So just a reminder about the cities. they're inhabited. So I can go in there and get cover, which would give me an additional evasion, but it's dangerous. Because if the primordial moves onto it, or a titan is involuntarily moved onto it, I have to flip it and it goes to the destructed side. And then if that happens again, here in this ruined city, it's inhabited. If you look at the inhabited rules, if a city gets destroyed, you lose a diplomacy point with the local faction. It's the Minoans. I don't want to lose Minoan points. So that's a little bit dangerous. So there's a benefit of hiding in there, but you could do bad things to the inhabitants, which thematically that makes a whole lot of sense, and that's really, really cool that that's a thing. Like, hey, there could be a downside to you hiding as this gigantic monster inside this inhabited city. I mean, it makes sense. So, okay, there's that. I guess we can talk about our Titans and our Argonauts a little bit. So up here I have Telebacus. Telebacus is loaded out with the Maze Mace and the Glimmer Shroud. Those are two sweet pieces of gear that I got as criticals from the Labyrinthoros. He also has the Lifeguard thing where he can move. He's got all zeros on his Triskelion. His Nemos cards. He can reduce suffered knockbacks up to 2. And then he has this one where he can stand up. So that's cool for him. Cersegard, she has the spear. Okay, which one is Telebacus in? He's in the big club one. He's in this guy here. This one with the big club. Then let's see. Cersegard, she's over here. She's got the spear in her hand because she has the javelin, so she's going to be our ranged person. I normally like to have the ranged person be in the one that has the crossbow in their hand because it's easier for me to remember, hey, crossbow is the ranged person. But I switched it up a little bit. Cersegard used to have the Kratos Kopis. She fought the first couple of battles with that. That has carving on it. We'll get to that in a second. But I wanted to use her for the ranged person with the javelin because of the interplay here. So she has a Night to Remember where she can exhaust this card to unexhaust a gear card. So the javelin is cumbersome, so if I wound with it, I have to exhaust it. Then I have to spend a action to unexhaust it normally, which would take up a round unless I wasn't going to move, right? But if I find myself in a position where I need to move and fight, she has this Nemos ability that she can use to get an extra, kind of like an extra toss in there with the javelin. So I think that's good interplay for her. Her other one is to discard a condition token, which I think is kind of useless because I haven't seen anything that has a condition token. Lots of times I've seen discussion about despair tokens and other kind of tokens that people mistakenly use that card for, but those are not condition tokens. Apparently there will be certain condition cards that will give you a token from the card. That is a condition token. So there's that. Penelope is going to be our tank. She's got the shield in her hand here on the miniature. So she's got a boat mace. She's also got the shield, and she's got siren armor. So she's got all kinds of defensive stuff. She also has the Nemos where she can take the priority target even if her rage is equal to, doesn't have to exceed. She did take a rage in our little story stuff before, so she's actually going to be starting with the priority target token, which is good. She also has one of these. I talked about it over here on Telebacchus's Titan. But this is the support gear where I can take a Fate and exhaust this to move a space. So that's nice. And then Otis Zero is going to have the Kratos co-piece. I like this. It has carving. Sacrifice I always forget about. You can take a rage to put a break token during the first ability window. But Otis Zero has +2 to his wisdom rolls, which helps with carving. All zeros on his Triskelion. Alright. I think that's it. We still have to set up the facing of the Primordial. So I'm going to shuffle these trauma decks. I've got my Kratos and Moiros decks up there. I will shuffle those if I need to draw from them. So you're supposed to shuffle this minor trauma deck and then check the bottom card. Facing down, so he's already facing that direction. Okay, so, and to save table space, and just to remember that these have all been shuffled, I'm just going to shuffle all these trauma decks now. And I'm going to keep them in this little organizer thing here, and I will just draw from the front. I'll take the Obel cards out and shuffle them, and I actually, since there's only 2, I'll probably do some more randomization and like roll a d10 and say like 1 through 5 is the first one and 6 through 10 is the second one. Something like that. But just to show, we do have the new Awakening Obel card in there. And then we have all the other ones that escalate with additional danger. So, but we'll take those out. Hopefully we don't need to see those. We will just draw from the front of those, like I said, if we need to. One other thing, we need to, I forgot to grab a mechanical pencil. We need to check off the big level 1 box here. Big level 1 box checked off. All right. Is that everything? 10 health. We can review this real quick. So we're level 1, all previous traits still. So -2 to all knockbacks performed by the Hecaton. I still don't think that includes the unavoidable knockback. There are still some interactions that I don't know if I completely even understand even after looking at stuff on the Discord, but I'm going to play them how I think they would go thematically, I guess. So we'll see. Again, like I said, I might have to look some stuff up, but my videos are usually like, what? This is what it's like to play the game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, there's 6. Primordials go first. I was just checking to see if one of these printed out things has a different like battle sequence on it, but I guess not. Nope, so I'll just keep using the other one that I was using. All right, so let's draw an AI card for the Primordial. Closest Titan in front in range. All right. Move and attack. This one's pretty basic. Got an after attack knockback. So, do I have... I guess we'll go with this one, even though he starts a little bit off screen. So, these two are both in front and in range, within the movement range. Priority target token is here to break the tie. There is a knockback as an after attack on here. I do not want this Titan to be knocked back in that direction, because it'll hit stuff and crash and all that bad stuff. 1, 2, 3. I don't want it to crash into the city. So I don't want this to end up here. So I have to zigzag, but I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and then turn to face. So 1, 2, 3 knockback because of the friendly warning -2 to knockbacks. Okay, so, and it is 2 dice, 10 plus to avoid. Anything else we can do here? I don't think so. So just roll this. 10 plus is going to be hard. No bonuses or anything, I don't think. All right, let's just go. We got a 9 and a 7. That's going to be 2 hits. It's a 10 plus. However, we have the Shipwrecker shield, so we get to re-roll these for free. We don't have to spend fate. That's why we have a shield, right? 2 and a 2. Whoops, 2 and a 2. So still 2 hits. Each one's going to deal 1 damage. I will take a fate. Since it's been a while, I'll probably show a little bit of this stuff as I'm going. I will take a fate to use Reinforce 1, which is going to give me, I start with this red die, Reinforce 1 gives me a second red die as far as trying to mitigate some of this danger that I'm about to take, that I'm about to block or avoid. I guess I shouldn't use block because that's an actual like keyword. So we're looking for the, it's not opportunity, whatever the triangle symbol is called, I can't remember. So we got 1, so we mitigated the danger by 1. So we take 1 danger, and we're at 1 danger, so we have to draw a minor trauma card. And it says, glimpse weak spot. Look at the top card of the BP deck. You may put it back on the top of the BP deck or onto the discard pile. All right. Let's shuffle the BP deck real quick. We haven't done that yet. The top one, right shield fist. It's a 4 AT as a 1 BP. I think I'm gonna discard it. Yep, discarding it. I want to see some 2s and 3s out of the 1 BPs. So now the question is, do I let it knock me back? So am I doing everything correct? This does not have a primordial like round sequence on it. I think we're doing everything fine so far. So what I want now, what I'm contemplating strategy-wise to talk it through is we have the window of opportunity or whatever it's called in this game. There, the little exclamation point, and Penelope has this. So I could use this to avoid this knockback, but then I'd have to spend something to like refresh it. Plus I have to spend fate to do that. So I think I'm just going to take the knockback because the knockback's not going to cause any extra danger or anything. Just move it directly back. It only gets crash if it like runs into obstacles. Yeah, even if you knockback Titans ignore terrain tiles they move through. The one, well, I don't need to worry about it right now because it's not happening. I was thinking about what happens if you go through a another Titan, but it's not happening right now, so there's no reason to worry about it. It says knockback 5 on the card, but friendly warning is -2, so 1, 2, 3. And I think that's the Primordial's turn. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This weapon does not have reach. I could actually push back if I attacked with this character because we'd be at rage. Oh no, you have to be at rage 4 for a pushback. Let's start with this character here because the Maze Mace is pretty sweet. We don't really. Maybe I should use an arrow barrage. I want to try to burn this guy down as fast as possible. Unique tumble, ignore crash and opal draws caused by trample. We don't have to worry about that. Just trying to think who's got the best shot at going first. Maybe I actually do want to do the boat mace because it has a +2 with nothing in the pool, the Kratos token pool. Maybe we will start here with Penelope. Okay, so Penelope's going to go first. She's going to use her movement to go 1, 2, 3. Then she's going to declare an attack and an active weapon. So she's going to use her boat mace. We raise her rage to 2. Then we do the attack roll. So a boat mace is 1 die +2. It has break 1, but that's at the end. It's not auto break. The difference is auto break would put pool tokens in the pool for her to use. I thought I had my keywords thing like pretty close. Auto break is the first ability window, and break is the second ability window. Yep. Okay. It's been several months. Just got to get back into the flow. Back into the flow. I should have used these. I guess I should have shown what these were too. We've got 2 charges on this. I like this one. You can reduce a Titan's danger. You can gain or reduce the danger by 2, which is nice. And then Arrow Barrage adds tokens to the pool. But I should have done that before I started my attack if I was going to do it. You can't do it like in the middle of one of your actions, if I remember correctly. Okay, so attack roll. It's only 1 die. It's a 7. The boat mace is +2. It's a 7+ to hit a level 1 Hecaton. So we hit. So we get from our boat mace 2 red dice plus our 1 die of awesomeness for being who we are. Okay, first ability window with 2 rage. There's nothing we want to use at 2 rage. Draw the BP card. Okay, it's a 3. If we wound it, things are going to happen. That's a bummer. Three dice, going for a 3. We do get 1 red die reroll. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3. That worked out because it's an AT of 3. All right, so first we do primordial responses, then we do wounds and escalation. So the primordial response here is a pushback 1, pushback 1, gain a danger, so that takes her to 2 danger. That's not from an attack. So she's not going to get a trauma card, is the key there. That is not from an attack. Then knockback 5. 1, 2, 3. We'll just take the knockback, I guess. 1, 2, 3. We're still in front. Hopefully we're still the target. Okay, then wounds and escalation. So this goes to the wound stack. We have to take a BP2 card. So let's shuffle our BP2s. And we'll just put it sideways like that, because if we wound some more, I don't want to do a whole bunch of unnecessary shuffling. That just reminds me that the next time I need to draw from there, I have to shuffle it. And then we're going to remove the top level 1 AI card. And we'll take that level 2. Same thing, we have to shuffle those. Okay, I think that's it for Penelope. Clear the Kratos pool, second ability window. It's important. We get a break token. We get a break token. And we get to pick one. Let's go for, let's see. This weapon is a +0. I think I want to save that in case we get the BP2. No, wait, I really should shuffle this because that's going to inform me on which BP card is on top. It's the AI deck that I can wait to shuffle until I need to interact with it again. Oh crap, it is a BP2 card. So I think we are going to go with the Maze Mace next, but I'm going to put a break token in here, and you'll see why. So that's the second ability window done. Now we're going to go to the next character. So Penelope's done. We are going to go to Telebacus here. We're going to use a charge from Aerial Barrage to put to put 2 opening tokens into the Kratos pool. Maze Mace is a sweet weapon. It has 2 black dice. It is only 1 die. We ignore wound responses. And even on a full miss, we still get to put stuff into the Kratos pool, which normally you wouldn't get to do. So we will declare an attack. We will raise his rage by 1. He's not going to get a reroll. Or, now let's just do this. We could spend fate at this point to get rerolls. This is a +2. The Maze Mace gets no inherent additions to this. So 5 plus our 2 opening tokens is 7, which is what we need, 7+. Not going to worry about re-rolling that. So that gets us our 2 black dice from the weapon and 1 red die for our individual sweetness. Wait, we have to check the BP card. Is there anything during the first ability window that I want to do? No. None of my stuff here. That's stand up. That's reduce suffered knockbacks by 2. Okay, so, all right. Okay, this is awesome because if we wound, we get to ignore the wound response because of the mace. So we really want to hit this. Too bad I don't get any rerolls. Come on, black dice. Come on, black dice. Wow, that's terrible. That's terrible. That would have been perfect. But there's nothing else to worry about on this card. That knockback only happens on a wound. We didn't crit, so that goes to the discard pile. Oh man. Could we have even hit it with a reroll? No, we needed more break tokens. So one reroll there was not going to be sufficient. Anyway. Alright, so no special stuff there. Clear the Kratos pool. And at a rage of 1, who's going to go next? Nobody else is, well, the throwing person. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, and that's at a +1. So let's throw a break token in. All right, we will have 1, 2, 3, 4. This Otis Zero will go, and then Otis Zero is going to use his action to deal with the terrain. Where did I put the terrain cards? Oh, here we go. Of course, we got a 1. I'm going to take a fate to reroll that, because that would be 3 danger. A 9. Ancient Shell. Gain 1 Ancient Shell rare resource. I'm pretty sure I can reroll that. Since this is such a huge swing, +3 danger versus an Ancient Shell rare resource, I'm gonna throw in a cut and look this up real quick. I'll be right back. I actually don't think I get to reroll that. So let me get the fate back and I'll tell you why. So it's not listed as one of the specific things that you can reroll, and then it says that anything that's not specifically listed you can't reroll. It's not a test because it simply says to roll a d10. There's no like skill to check it against. So it's not an evasion roll, it's not an attack roll, and it's not a test, which are the 3 things I think that are listed on fate rerolls. I should have just kept this open. But since this is a rule thing, I think it's important to go through it, just so if people are playing the game, they can know what I'm looking at here. So you can reroll attack rolls, evasion rolls, and tests. Using fate, you cannot reroll power rolls, armor rolls, and any other roll not listed above. And then when you go to like the test section in battle, here it specifically says somewhere that some effects will instruct you to simply roll a d10 and resolve an effect according to the result. Such rolls are not tests, and as such cannot be re-rolled using fate. So it's right there. I think that applies to the terrain. So my 1 interaction with that terrain is just going to net 3 danger for Otis Zero. So that's not good. And I can't use this Nemos because this is not an adventure where you can re-roll any d10. Maybe there's going to be something in the future that allows us to re-roll terrain interactions. but we didn't get it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. I'm gonna call his Otis Zero's turn done. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're within range of our javelin. So Circe Guard is gonna go. The javelin is 2 dice. At a +1, we have no opening tokens in the pool. Okay, so we went from a bad result to this is a great result. We have a crit chance here on a BP1 card. We get 2 dice for that, 1 die for being awesome. Eventually I might get tired of saying that, but who knows? Probably not. We gotta draw the BP card. Of course it's a 4. And it has a wound reaction. But if we can hit it, gain 1 ancient shell resource. You may perform a bonus attack. Okay, I think the Fates want me to have an ancient shell resource, or the Moiros, or whatever they're called. Come on, we need a better roll with these dice than last time. You know what I didn't do? I didn't take the rage up. And that's not going to get it done. We needed an extra break token. That's disappointing. So we've got 1, 2, and 1. What are those things called? Advantages? Opportunities? Something like that. Oh, that is a major bummer. And I don't have a reroll because I've only got 1 rage. But that doesn't exhaust my javelin because I didn't wound. All right, we got to get some better rolls. We got to build. Let's see, Kratos pool clear with 1 rage, a BP1 on the top. Let's still go with the break. The javelin doesn't add anything. No. No. I think that's it for us. So we have to shuffle this AI2 card in. And we have a 1 on top, which is where we're going. Thunder Punch. Closest Titan in front in range. And then move and attack, still 1, danger, and then knock down. Just make sure I didn't miss any knockdowns earlier. No. Closest Titan in front in range. Movement is 6. 1, 2, 3. The columns are destructible. Does he destroy it standing on top of it? Where is the terrain stuff? This isn't the same list that I had before. Where's my other keyword list? Because it has a here we go. Destructible when a Titan is involuntarily moved. If a Titan knock ignores non-obstructable terrain, it will not destroy destructible unless it ends its movement. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to throw in another cut. I just want to make sure I'm doing this correctly. I'll be right back. Okay, yes. So in the primordial movement, he moves onto a destructible terrain tile. They're destroyed. That is primordial movement. If you're following along with the rules. Page 40, primordial movement through and onto terrain spaces. Normally they ignore, but if the destructible keyword, they are destroyed, removed from the battle board. So the columns are destructible, and then we already talked about the cities are reinforced destructible. So they flip, and then get destroyed if they're already flipped. Okay, so he has moved. This is 3 dice. At 9+, still fortunately going after our tank, because everybody else is only at 1 rage. The priority target thing hasn't moved. This is 9+. Okay, we're gonna get hit 3 times, but we have a shield, so we can re-roll 2 of them at 9+ for free, so we're just gonna take 1, I guess, for sure. Well, we still have the armor, right? Okay, so we did avoid 1. So we've got these 2. We will take a fate. It's gonna take her to 3+, so that's usually the danger line at 3+. Yeah, there is going to be some pushback here. So the Hecaton is like getting further and further away. I wonder what the sequence here is, because the armor check is before we do this danger part. Does this actually happen now? First, before, because we didn't have 3 fate. I'm going to say it's not going to happen. Because we didn't have the fate, now we're checking to try to mitigate the hits. So we're going to that line. I don't know, let me know in the comments if that's not correct, but without spending a whole bunch of time looking even more stuff up, that's what I'm gonna say. So we're looking for armor blocks here. I took the fate already. Look at that, look at that. Where were those like a second ago? So we're gonna take 2 danger, because they're both gonna hit us. So that takes us to a danger of 4, which is going to put us into the major trauma arena. Giant Gash. Gain a danger. Shuffle this card back into the trauma deck, then resolve the trauma draw again. Uh-oh. Okay, that's 5 danger. So we have to shuffle the major trauma deck instead of just putting it at the back. And Penelope is going to get knocked down at the end of this card, unless she gets some kind of chain break. Or, you know what, this would be a good time to move with our thingy. All right, major trauma reshuffled, draw again. Call to arms. Another Titan may move up to 3 spaces or stand up. One, two, three. So going to be in range. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. We're going to do that. Okay, so that's the, and then I am going to use her thing to avoid this knockdown. So we have to take another fate, exhaust it, go here, so we're not adjacent, and then we don't get knocked down, because they had that little exclamation point there before the knockdown. Okay, so I think it's our turn now. Where do I want to start? We have no opening tokens. Maybe I want to start with the boat mace because it has a +2. Or this one, 1, 2, 3. Our knockback line would be open this direction. Choices. Let's start with the boat mace. Okay, so it's going to be Penelope here. The first thing I'm going to do is use a charge from Crisis Protocol to reduce her danger by 2. So we go from 5 down to 3. Then I'm going to come here for my movement. Yeah, that's fine. I was thinking about maybe not attacking or moving, but I want to use the +2, so while we have no opening tokens in the pool. Boat mace is 1 die, it's a +2. Okay, so it's a 9, so we hit. We get 2 reds and an inherent red. This is only a 3 with some pushback and some knockback. Man, is he gonna get out of range? Got 1 break token in there. Okay, 1, 2, 3 with the break token. So we do responses. So it's pushback 1. Gain a danger, so we're back up to 4 again. Then knockback 5, which becomes knockback 3 because of friendly warning 1, 2, 3. Okay, I think we're still okay with everyone else being in range to be able to attack. Then where did my helper thing go? That was primordial responses. Then it's wounds and escalation. Okay, so wound. We escalate with the BP2. We have to shuffle in, and we take off an AI1, and we have to shuffle in eventually an AI2. We've got 3 cards in this BP deck left, and 3 in the discard. Okay, it's a BP1 on top. Clear the Kratos pool. Oh, I did not increase her rage. Her rage should be at 3. She's going to get 2 tokens. We get 1 break from the boat mace to start with. Let's go Maze Mace next, I think. No, let's save Maze Mace for when a BP2 comes up. Javelin is +1. Kratos Copiece is +1. I think we'll go 1 of each. Yeah, we'll go 1 of each. Okay. Let's go down here next. 1, 2, 3, 4. Knockback is clear. And we're attacking with the Copiece, which is 2 dice at a +1 with an opening is total of +2. 9 and 9, okay. So we have 3 red dice against a BP1. It's a 2. Okay, this one should be, I'm not even gonna say anything. That was close. That was closer than it should have been. Okay, so this only has a fail, so there's no wound. We have to escalate. We have to take another BP2. And we have to take off an AI1. Add another AI2. And we have carving, which is a wisdom 8 check, I think. But this character has a +2. Carving is wisdom 8. Yep. And we missed. That's a test. No, I'm not going to worry about re-rolling that with fate. Okay, so maybe we'll just go out. We escalated. I think that's. Oh, we got to clear the Kratos pool. We don't get anything special for free. And that's only 1 rage for Otis 0. We got a BP2 coming up, so let's go break token. Oh, we don't know if we have a BP2 coming up, actually. I was supposed to shuffle this. There's a 2 in 3 chance that it's going to be a BP2. Yeah, BP2. All right. We've done 3 out of 10 wounds. Okay, so do we go Javelin is +1, Mace is +0? That would be 2 rage. It's a BP2, we'll go Mace. I mean, I guess. So we move there. To clear our attack, we're using our Mace. It's rage 2, at least we get 1 reroll now. It is only 1 die. The question is, do I use my arrow barrage? I think I'll save it for later in the fight. Okay. Oh, yes. Crit chance on a BP2 with the Mace. Let's go. 2 black and a red. Let's get a little closer for this die roll with 1 break token. And this card. It's only 4. It's not the greatest critical. Hecaton gains a negative speed token. I want some like gear or something. Or this ancient shell resource, man, that we shouldn't have missed on. We do get 1 reroll because we're at rage level 2. 6 plus our break is 7. We hit 7. Okay, that's a crit. So a -1 speed token. I probably will forget if I don't keep it out there by the Hecaton. So there's no responses because the critical, and it was a fail, not a wound anyways. Wound would be ignored by the Mace. We have to escalate. That was a level 2. So we have to shuffle our level 3 stuff. I'll just take this one on top. And technically we should shuffle these because we're supposed to take the first level 2 AI card that we see in the AI deck, which actually happens to be the one on top. So that level 2 one is going out. The next one is also a level 2, but it's possible that a level 3 will end up on top once we shuffle again. Okay. That's the escalation. Clear the Kratos pool. And Rage 2. We get to put one thing in. The Javelin has a +1. Oh, let's see what BP card ends up on top. I mean, if it's a 3, we probably have no chance at this point without getting some more Rage. Having more stuff in the Kratos pool. Oh, it's a 1. Sweet. So let's, well, we get a +1 already with the Javelin. Let's keep the break token as the one we put in there. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We will throw our Javelin from there, and that's close enough you can see it. The Javelin gets 2 dice. At +1, we have to raise the Rage to 2. All right. 1 and a 6. This would actually hit. We're going to take a fate to reroll that. Crit miss. All right. There's nothing that triggers on a crit miss that I have, so we just worry about this. We get 1 red die for that, 1 for our normal die. We draw the BP card. It's a 2. During the second ability window, place 2 additional opening or break tokens. That would have been a nice crit. We are at 2 rage, so we get 1 reroll here, which we do not need because we ended up with 3. This is a fail response, so we don't have to worry about that. So this goes here. We escalate with a BP2. We take out an AI2. No, we take out an AI1. Should be the last AI1, yeah. We take out the last AI1 and we'll replace with an AI2. And that's all of us. So the Javelin does have to be exhausted now at this point because we wounded with it. Okay, the AI deck is set with a 2 on top. We've got 2 2s and a 3 in the BP deck. At a rage of 2, we can only put 1 token in the Kratos pool. And we have a BP3. We're going to leave it as a break token. I think that's us. I think that is us. Yeah, so we draw the AI card, going to the next round. Sucker Punch, closest Titan in front in range. Each hit deals 2 danger at 5 fate. She's only at 4, good. Knockdown, knockback. All right. So, closest Titan in front in range. No one else is actually in front. Movement now is 5, but still plenty of movement. 1, 2, 3 destroys that column. And it's going to attack. It's 2 dice at an 8+. This is avoidable. We got a 30% chance on these rolls. 2 5s. We get to reroll both of these with our shield, so we don't have to spend any fate for that. Okay. That is like a crit non-evade. Yeah, so we're just going to get hit twice. Each hit deals 2 danger. So now, if I go by the logic I had before, I would be electing to increase my fate before getting to this part of the line. So I think I'm only going to roll 1 armor die to see if I can block 1 of the danger, not increase my fate to 5. Okay, where did that go? I'm not going to find that till I move out of this house, probably. I don't even know where the heck that went. And we didn't avoid it. So we're 4 danger. Takes us to 8. So we are drawing a grave trauma. Disemboweled. You die. Shuffle this card back into the trauma deck. We do not have the thing that will allow a second chance redraw on this character. Okay, so dead. Priority 2, 2, 1. We're gonna go here because Telebacchus gets a bunch of evade rerolls. All right, so the rest of this stuff is ignored because the target died. And now it's our turn. Losing the boat mace is kind of a bummer. I mean, it's not lost and gone forever, but losing it for the fight is kind of a bummer. Do I want the evasion going into the city? Let's do this first. 1, 2, 3. There are no blind spots. This is a BP3 card. Wait. It's +1. I kind of want the maze mace to go first. I'm going to go into the city right here. 1, 2. I'm going to use an arrow barrage to put 2 opening tokens in the Kratos pool. 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 5 wounds so far. We get to ignore wound responses. Is this smart? Maybe. Maybe not. We'll see. We get 1 die with our maze mace. Okay, we hit. That gets us 2 black dice. We get 1 red die. And let's zoom in for this. The BP card says 5. It has an instinct. I don't like that. I do not like that. The knockback is going to get reduced by quite a bit, actually, because of our Nemo's card and stuff, but I think this city is going to have to flip based on all the stuff on this card. But one thing at a time. Yes, especially one thing at a time. I did not raise the rage. 3. No, this is not good. We'll keep that and re-roll this, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not possible to get to 5. We got to 4 with our 1 break token. All right, so that's a bummer. We didn't wound this BP3, and all this bad stuff is going to happen. So instinct, pushback, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Primordial moved on to the city, so it's going to flip. Gain 3 danger. That's not from an attack though. And then knock back 5. -2 for the friendly warning, -2 for this Nemo's card. So it's only a knockback of 1. Right there. Clear the Kratos pool. That gets discarded. That was a woundable level 3, which is a bummer. Because that would have put a double wound into the wound stack. All right, we're at a rage of 3. We did our 1 reroll. Yeah. 2 rerolls coming up on the next attack, so that'll be better. You get to put 2 things in the pool. We've got a BP2 next. The javelin has been used. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a +1 already. It's a BP2, so let's put 2 breaks in there. Yeah. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, I think I'll go with that character is just going to refresh the javelin. Then this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kratos Copies is 2. They get a +1. So this is a hit. No fate yet, so we're going to take a fate to re-roll this 5. Still a 5. All right, so this is going to be pretty rough probably on a BP2. It's only 4. But if this fail stuff happens, we are probably going to have to destroy the city. So let's try not to fail. I did not raise the rage. So we do get 1 reroll here. We've got 2 break tokens. Oh, we did it. With the 2 break tokens and the 2 inherent, that's already 4. So that's good. So no response. We go to the wounds. That's a BP2. So we need to get a BP3 here. We have to find a 2 out of here and add a 3 here. Okay. Going 7 more times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's BP2. We have 1 thing we can add to the Kratos pool. Let's just keep a break token in there. It is a BP2. Yeah, I think that's fine. That's 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so that's all of our folks. To shuffle this AI deck, we've got a 2 and 2 3s. So either way, it's probably not going to be good. Oh, it's a 2. Am I doing everything that I wanted to do? Gain a +1 movement. I have to exhaust this Nemo's card. Oh no, I did not unexhaust that with that. That is stand up. That's inherent. I think I'm getting everything so far. 4 dice at an ace plus. Target the priority target in range. So I don't know if that actually counts as it's still like now it needs to destroy the city. Well, let me show you this. So priority target in range is Telebacus up there. So we've got our target. Then it's going to move and attack. It moved 1 space. So is that still like it crushing the city even more? Because it's destructible, I just feel like maybe it needs to exit and there needs to be a second time it goes in there. I don't know. Let me know in the comments below if that should destroy the city. But I'm not going to destroy the city. I think it's in there doing the destruction of the first time. And then an additional like involuntary movement or an additional time that he comes into the city is when it's going to get destroyed. I don't know for sure. Anyway, so we need 4 dice. 4 d10s. At an 8 plus, we get no bonuses to this. All those are going to hit. However, we get 4 rerolls from our Glimmer Shroud. What's the damage on this? Each hit deals 1 danger, fate of 4. We're at 0 fate. We get to reroll all of these. After attack, pushback 3. Okay, so whoops, that's still an 8. 3 hits is going to be 3 danger. Ooh, that takes I'm up to 6. We don't get any armor rolls. So 6 is a major trauma card. Flood of Memories. Gain 1 Nemos node for a chosen Nemos, then exhaust that Nemos. Oh. Hey. I like that. So let's take a look. Let's move this. Oh, you know what? We're going to do Imprisonment, which is the one that reduces suffered knockbacks. But that's our 3rd node on that, so we might have like an advancement here. So I'll have to remember that in this, I think it's the story step. We get to do that. So that's cool. That was his major trauma from the damage. After attack is pushback 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, man, that's fine. I was thinking about maybe trying to move with my special support gear, but I don't think I need to. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I think we're still good. Okay, it's our turn. Who has the best bonus on attacking? Like no one really. We got a BP2 here. We're gonna have a BP3 coming up, so I want to probably use the mace after that. So let's do this. 1, 2, 3 to here. Raise our rage and toss our javelin with 2 dice. Eight and a 4. We're only at 1 fate, so we'll go to 2 fate to reroll the 4. So we need a 6 because we get a +1 inherent with the javelin. All right, we got a 7, so that's 2. We're up here now. 3 red dice on this BP2 is a 5. If we fail, we're going to gain danger equal to the primordial level. So our plan here is not to fail. We got 1 break token. You can't really see the break tokens if I do that. I'm just going to zoom in. Let's just do this. At a rage of 3, we've got 1 reroll. Oh! A little bit of luck finally. 1, 2, 3, 4. The advantage, is that what it's called? I don't know. Opportunity, advantage, something like that. Whatever. It's the symbol we need for the break token to be effective. So we can ignore the fail. We have to exhaust this because we wounded with the javelin. This goes in here. We're adding a BP3 card here. We're getting, oh, we do not have a level 2 in the deck. So I'm pretty sure we go into the discard pile then, or do we shuffle? Search the AI deck in your discard pile and remove it. If you removed a card from the discard pile, shuffle the discard pile into the AI deck. So we have to go into here and search for a 2. Do we have some 1s still in here? We do still have some 1s in there in the BP discard pile. So I just get to pick. I don't know if you get to pick. Escalation. Let's see what the rules actually say. Like I said, we're relearning some stuff. So let's discuss it together by myself alone, talking to the camera. Escalate that. Yeah, that was the key word. But where was the main discussion of escalating the deck? Combat action. First window. Draw a BP card. Wounds and escalation. Escalating the deck. Take a random AI card of 1 level higher and shuffle into the AI. Search the deck and discard pile. Prioritize the deck for a card matching the wounded BP level. It doesn't say, so I guess I get to pick. I'm going to pick. I'm going to look at these AI cards and say which one of these sucks more. Sucker Punch is 2 danger each. Furious Smash is potentially 4 hits though at 8+. This is 2 at 8+. Knock down and knock back. This is actually a hard choice. But with these mini evasion rerolls as Telebacus gets, I think we'll keep Furious Smash in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need a level 3 AI card. And because we took from the discard pile, we're reshuffling this AI deck. Oh, come on, please. Please give me a level 1 on top. Did I dropped some cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 still. Okay. Please give me a level 1 on top. Level 1, level 1, level 1, level 1, level 1. Level 1, level 1, level 1, level 1, level 1. Level 1, level 1. It's a 3. And we gotta do these 7 more times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That was Javelin person. Clear the Kratos pool. Rebuild the Kratos pool. We are going to go with 2 break tokens because we have a level 3 coming up. And we're going to go with our Mace at 8+ danger. We get a bonus damage. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to spin this to lower this danger actually to 4. Just so we can try to live longer. Do I want to move? I really... Oh. Yes, I want to move. 1, 2, 3. And I'll show you why. Now I'm going up to Rage 4. This could be dumb. Is this dumb? Hang on, let's think about this for a second. So this is what I'm thinking. This is what I'm trying to set up here. And maybe I'll see, let me read the pushback ability on the back of this card. So I'll show you everything here. At rage level 4, we get either a pushback or a reroll. If I can push the primordial onto a column, I get to roll and maybe reduce its AT field. Pushback, first or second window. So this is what I'm actually going to do. I'm going to attack and see if I need the reroll. If not, I'll push it back to make its AT field weaker for the next person. Yeah, we'll do that. So I have moved, I have raised the rage. We are using the mace. It's 1 die. It's 7+. Fate reroll. We're at 0 fate. All right. It's a +0 is what I'm concerned about here. I should have used this before I started the attack, so I guess I just won't do it. Oh, yes! It's a crit! Oh, come on, if we crit a 3, we get a core. We get a core. All right. These are our dice. Be good to us, card. Oh my god. It's a 7. What the heck? Look at all this critical stuff on here. this instinct is bad. Seven. You gotta be kidding me. With all this stuff, my little plan like falls apart anyway. Lowering the AT field on this would have been amazing. I don't know if 7 is possible with these dice. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is possible. Because of the instinct, that's going to push me around. My little pushback thing is not going to be worth it. I don't think. Let's see, pushback 1, 2, and then knockback 3. 1, 2, 3. He would end up. Oh, I'd be too far away to even do it because I'm going to be knocked back. Right? 1, 2. He's sitting right here. I can move up there. Yeah, my pushback is sorry. My pushback is not going to hit him into a column. So I might as well re-roll these two. Because of my 2 break tokens and this good roll on that die, I'm already sitting at 4. I need 3 more on here. Oh, yes. We ended up doing 8. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we have a lot to parse here. And a lot of this is not good, actually. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, we need to go through the process of critting a level 3 BP card. BP3 critical wound. Place the wounded card on the wound stack. Well, let's go through this critical response actually first. Hecaton is going to gain a positive danger token. Not good. 1 positive attack die. Not good. And a positive precision. Not good. After the fight, resolve the No Mercy for Centimine's special event. Okay, this is awesome. So, we've got all kinds of bonuses here, and his -1 speed. Yeah, we can ignore the instinct. I forgot that I was a critical chance when I was calculating all that stuff, but I didn't think I was going to hit it. I think I was going to wound it, so okay, that's fine. Then, crit wound. Place the wounded card on the wound stack. It counts as 2 wounds. Search the BP deck and BP discard pile for the lowest level BP card and remove it from the battle. We've got 2 BP1s here. We'll go 50-50. 4, so this one's out. And since I took from the discard pile, I have to shuffle this, right? If you removed a card from the discard pile, shuffle the discard pile into the deck. Shuffle 2 BP3 cards from the escalation deck into the BP deck. Okay, so we have a higher chance of getting another BP3 card now. That has to get shuffled. For the AI card, we search for the lowest level AI card. Here's a 1 on top that we take out. We did not remove a card from the discard pile, so we're not going to shuffle the AI deck, but we got to shuffle the BP deck. Oh, come on. We've got 9 wounds in the wound stack right now. We just need to do 1 more wound. We've got 1 attack left before the Primordial gets to go. Okay, come on. Give me that 1 BP, BP1. It's a 3. It's a 3. Kratos pool. We're at level 4, so we get to put 2 things in there. I stay with 2 break tokens, I guess. Yeah, I guess. Okay, so I think that's the end of Telebakis' turn. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. I really want to kill this thing before it has a chance to use all of this stuff here. Okay, the Kratos Copies is 2 dice. A 10 and a 4. Let's take a Fate. That'll take us to 2. Oh, I gotta raise the Rage to 3. To reroll this. 5's not gonna do it. So we only get 2 red dice. Against a BP3 is probably not going to get it done. It's a level 6. It's not going to be possible to wound it. Even with 2 rerolls. Well, I got 4. That's actually a pretty decent roll with those dice and the 2 in the pool. But I can't get to 6 with just 2 red dice. So don't have to worry about the wound. This will just go in the discard. Clear and redo. We've got a BP3. Probably do Mace again. So let's do 2 break tokens. And we'll use our last Arrow Barrage. But we need to survive the next AI card, which is an AI level 3. Don't be too bad. 3 dice, 9+. Priority target in range. So Hecaton's going to turn like this. 8+ Fate, you die. Oh, we don't have any Fate. This is brutal. If you didn't die, each hit deals 2 danger. Then draw an obol instead of a regular trauma. Wow, this card sucks. Telebakis might die here. Wow, this card sucks. Holy cow. It would move. My little support thing is not gonna help. Yeah, this is pretty bad. We might lose 2 Titans here. Okay. We have our Shroud. We get to reroll all 3 of these. We did get 1/9. Oh, wait. There's an extra die because of this. And an extra precision, so it's actually 10+. So we have to roll this one twice. All right. So we got hit 4 times. is 8 danger. Takes us to 12. It's an obel draw anyway. Yeah, it's an obel draw anyway. Ah, this is a bummer. But at least we just don't die outright with the 8 plus fate. So, 2 obel cards. 1 through 5. 6 through 10. That's an 8. Whew. You live. We lived. But we are sitting at the edge of danger. Edge of danger. All right. After attack is knocked down. So I could I have someone waiting. So let's see that in action. So this is discarded. Another stupid level 3 coming up next. Where are my knockdown things? They're over here. So we're knocked down. We get the knocked down condition card. But I think this is how this works. Now I have 2 options here, so even if this isn't how this works, I could still escape it, basically. I could use my support item to move a space away and not get knocked down, because there was that window of opportunity there. But we'll take this knockdown on the falling side. And then we're going to go. It's our turn. So the first thing I'm going to do at the start of our turn is use this to stand up and use this ability while knocked down. So I think I just get rid of this knocked down falling card, get rid of this knocked down thingy here. And then we can just proceed with our normal turn. Arrow Barrage is going to get used for 2 opening tokens. Actually, this is interesting. Yeah, I actually wonder if I should have gone with somebody else first. Now let's just get this BP3. We've got better resources. Let's try to win this BP3 card here. Attacking with our Maze Mace, going to 5 Rage. Actually, is going to give us another die as well. And yeah, what the heck? I'm going to do it. We're going to, in the first ability window. Wait, we do our attack roll first, actually, before the first ability window. Okay, so 1 die. It's a 3. We got to take a fate to re-roll it. Don't like that. 7. Okay, good. Because even with this, it was only a 5. All right, now we get to our first ability window. We're going to use our level 4 Rage ability to push him back onto this column. And then we get to roll on here. It's a 4. We place 1 negative AT token in the Kratos pool because we pushed him back there. So we've got 1 negative AT and 2 break. So we get 2 from the Maze Mace, 1 from being awesome, 1 from having 5 rage. BP3 card says, Okay, it says a 6. But it's actually a 5 because of our -1 token here. We've already used our level 4 reroll, so we get a reroll from level 2. And we just need 5 here. Okay, we did it. Wow, we hit a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, to do this correctly, I think we put a double wound card into place a double wound. Yeah, because the double wound, it matters with which resources we get at the end. So this is just going to go back into here. We put a double wound into here, and then that is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This stack goes to 11. All right, let's clean up a little bit here. He had no extra bonuses here, no, for that damage that I just did. Okay, we have to remember to do the centimines thing, but let's go to the instructions here. Pursuer, no. Tenemos, no. Ambush, no. Hecaton. Victory, the primordial is slain. Proceed to rewards and penalties. Reset Triskelions. I'll do that after. Argo, -2. That might be important because we have to do an event thing. So I'm just going to do it. I guess the Triskelions might be important also. So we're down to 1 Argo Fate. There was something else that I thought I needed to mark on here, but I can't. Oh, I'm just going to also, well, it's after resources. Discard all conditions, note dead titans. So we're down to 7, and I have a tally mark of dead titans over here. 5 titans have died during the course of our adventures. Okay, gain resources for each BP card in the wound stack. You gain the resource indicated in the upper right of the card. Multiplied by the primordial level, gain 1 Hecaton core for every critically wounded BP3. All right, so there is a procedure for this, and let's make sure we do it right because the double wound matters, and we have to remember to shuffle the rest of these set aside exploration cards, which includes the stupid double adversary cackle, into the exploration deck. I'll put that right next to those. All right, so Aftermath 55. Casualties. Resources. If you fight a level 3, you also gain 1 primordial core for each BP3. Where does it talk about? Oh, if there's double wounds, combine the BP discard pile with the BP deck and separate them by level. Then for each set aside single wound, draw a random. For each set aside double wound, draw a random BP3. So we don't put the one that's in the wound stack back in. That's what I just wanted to double check. Level 3, level 3, level 3, level 2, level 3, level 1. So this double wound here is going to become one of these random BP3 cards. This one. All right, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the raw ambrosia, so that takes us to 9. What the heck am I drawing on here? 9. So those are done. Then 1, 2, 3 muscle clusters takes us to 5. That's those done. And 1, 2 calcified knuckle bones takes us to 4. And we get 1 Hecaton core. Okay, that's that. Now we need to do the centimines thing. Where did that card go? No Mercy for the Centimines special event. Let's do that now. Or maybe I want to do that. Let me just take a peek at it. I might want to do that at the beginning of the next video. 83. Let's see how long it is. Special events. This is just some reading, so let's read it at the start when we're doing a bunch of adventure stuff next time. We also have the Nemos thing that we'll do, so let's just do all of that at the start of the next episode. Okay, so wow, getting back into it, I probably missed some stuff. We got close. We had to draw 1 obol. We had 1 actual death. These other 2 were not even close to being in any danger at all. So I think we had that. That's our last level 1 Hecaton fight, and we're not going to get to do another level 1 Labyrinthoros fight. So not going to make this video any longer than it already is. Hope you enjoyed getting back into Aeon Trespass Odyssey with me, and I hope you enjoy everything I'm putting up on the channel, and I will see you in the next one.